Awakened. 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 What's up, guys? Lord Nollan here, back at it with another Broken Legs review. Not broken legs, it's just nerve damage. But today's video, I'm gonna be talking about WandaVision from episode 6 to 8, because the last video I talked about 1 to 5, and man, turns out that Vision and all the sword guys are in the bubble now. Vision and the girl's name I'm running a blank, but it's Kat Dennings' character. Vision and her are trying to get to Wanda so they can talk to her. Rambo just came in so she could talk to Wanda, and Agnes came and stepped in, and something happened with Rambo. Rambo has some kind of new power. It's like a blue energy or something like that, that when Wanda attacked her, she didn't get hurt like she was, I guess, supposed to get hurt, like if she was a normal human. She had like the ability to dispel it. So apparently Wanda has rewritten Rambo's DNA to the point where she now has powers, because like even her eyes change color. And let's see, everybody else is still, brainwashed or whatever, but Rambo, Kat Dennings' character, Vision, and Agnes. So this WandaVision, they have Agnes is actually a witch, like an old witch from the 1600s, and she killed her whole coven in the pursuit of advanced magic. And when she finds out that Wanda has done all these crazy things in this town, she heads to this town to figure out what's going on. How did she do it? Because apparently, according to what this witch is saying, Wanda casts like a ridiculous amount of spells simultaneously, and she doesn't know how she did it. And so the boys are captured by this witch, and apparently, according to Agnes in this show, she was never brainwashed. She just kept going along with it because she wanted to see how this all had happened. And so she always shows up with what Wanda needs because she's a witch. She can create that thing. And that's how she just kind of was outside listening the whole time. And that's what happens. So okay. So Wanda ends up being captured by Agnes's magic because she put runes all over this basement dungeon thing that she created. And apparently she needs to go down this trip through all her memories to figure out where her powers came from. And obviously she had them her whole life. I feel like she had them her whole life. It's just they were awakened when she came in contact with the Mind Infinity Stone. And the Mind Infinity Stone awakens her power, and as time goes on and her abilities grow, she gains the ability to not only manipulate things like matter and energy and stuff like that, but she can create life, when she goes through this trip down memory lane, she sees all these tragedies that have happened in her life, and finally she gets to Vision's body in a flashback, and it turns out that I don't think she ever took that body. Like, they doctored the footage to show that Wanda took the body, but she never took it. She created a whole new Vision that can only exist inside of her bubble. So by the end of this, Agnes has watched her create the entire house, the Vision that she wanted, and she watched her create her boys. She watched her manipulate the thoughts of everyone around her, manipulate the environment around her, all to see how she was doing it. But she couldn't ever tell because Wanda didn't necessarily know how she did it either. At the end of the 8th episode, Agnes captures, not captures, they're already captured. She brings out Wanda's boys and has her magic wrapped around their necks, and she explains that Wanda is she's a mythical witch that is not supposed to exist. She is what she calls the Scarlet Witch, the witch of creation. And this is where things get interesting, because I totally believe that if she can create Vision, she can create practically anybody. The only thing is, I don't know if her creations last outside of her realm of influence. So if she hasn't created like an influence orb around the place, her creations can't survive outside of that. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's why Vision broke apart and died, because it wasn't that it was the Vision that she took from she took from the sword facility, because she didn't take that one. It's because this Vision is completely made up by her. And yeah, there's material in there that makes him up, but it's not Vision that is in the bubble. It's her created vision of Vision. It gets interesting. Her created vision of Vision is what's in the bubble. So the reason why he doesn't have any memories of what happened to him is because it didn't happen to him. It happened to the other Vision, the dead one. And she even says when she touches his forehead that she doesn't feel him anymore, and it was because he was the Mind Stone. Like, Vision was the Mind Stone, like in physical form. He was the Mind Stone in physical form, and the Mind Stone was the thing that awakened her power. So obviously they were attracted to each other from a very early time in her learning her abilities to the time of Thanos taking Vision out. Like, her and the Mind Stone had a connection. So it's not so crazy that she would fall in love with it. And honestly, since I guess there no longer is a Mind Stone because Thanos destroyed it, unless she created another one, but I don't know if she can do that. But if she created another Mind Stone, which she probably, if she poured enough energy into it, could do, she could potentially create a real Vision that could, be wherever he wanted to be in the world. But I don't know how much energy that would cost. So the director is trying to, I feel like the director is trying to get a 2-for-1 special on Visions, because he knows he's got the original Vision, but he also knows that Wanda has a Vision, so he wants to probably take that one and see if he could have 2 weapons, because that's all he thought Vision was a weapon. And ow. Okay. And yeah, so the director's kind of a dick, and Rambo now has powers of some kind. This Vision is a second Vision, and Agnes is a witch. And you know, Wanda is a Scarlet Witch, which is a witch of creation, apparently. So, all in all, these past 3 episodes have been crazy. Like, you learn a lot of stuff in them, like, what, 20 minutes? It's like 20 minutes of episode, but you learn, like literally universe and MCU changing information every episode. Like, it's crazy. Like, this show is packed. Like, it's like they're packed, and I fucking love it. Like, I'm just waiting for. Oh, and apparently Agnes is the reason Pietro shows up, because the real Pietro is in another country, and she can't create like Wanda. She only has so much power, which is why she was trying to figure out how Wanda did it. She could only create a fake Pietro. But because Wanda is so much more powerful, like she can actually create living things from practically nothing, which is how she got her sons, I guess. And she can manipulate, people's structure and stuff, which is how she gave Rambo powers, unknowingly, I guess. But yeah, so the reason why that Wanda didn't realize her brother was a fake is because she was so distressed. She was like, well, I guess I made him wrong or something. But no, she didn't make him wrong. Agnes made him. And okay. And yeah, it turns out Wanda is a mythical witch, not like just. I thought she was like part Infinity Stone or something, which they said that's what she was, but no, she's just part chaos magic, apparently. I can't wait to see how this new Scarlet Witch information impacts Wanda and how Agnes gets dealt with, because I don't know if because the boys, the twins, are being held at Magic Point or whatever. So, like, it's gonna be kind of interesting to see what happens to them. Maybe Vision shows up, because he was going home. So maybe Vision shows up and kills Agnes, I guess. Maybe. That's all I got. Because if Wanda attacks her, Agnes is looking dead at her. Rambo don't have powers like that, but she probably could attack her. And Vision is literally on his way, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe Vision shows up and hits her with a beam from his forehead or something. But that being said, these last 3 episodes were crazy, super packed with information, extremely exciting. I cannot wait to see where they go. Because if you got Disney Plus and you ain't watching WandaVision, I don't know what you're doing. That being said, Lord Nollan out.